Lounge. Welcome to the first episode of The Average Joe. Join me as we go 18 miles in an hour. Oh, plus I have to stop by HEB and get my wife's prescriptions. So, yeah. Thought I'd take you guys along with the ride. I'm going to use this Average Joe podcast here in the Speakeasy Lounge. It's kind of like a daily blog. I'm hoping chats will pop through and I can see it. So, yeah, welcome. First ever Average Joe podcast here in the Speakeasy Lounge. I can't go live over on Twitch with a cell phone, so I gotta have at least 50 subscribers in order to do that. Currently I only have 41 over on YouTube, so I'm going to be taking this and I'm going to be putting it over on YouTube. So, that's what we have going on today. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. I had the opportunity to work. Yeah, I can't see it. I wonder if I can even. Ignore the radios in the back seat. Ignore the amateur radios. That doesn't matter. If I can turn this around. Oh, hey, I can. Yeah. So, there's a hard working fella going right there. Ooh, my camera's dirty. Hold on a second. Just kind of do a little something right there. Little something. So, join me on today's drive. It's a great, wonderful day here in Texas. Just got off work. It's been a good long day. Damn long day, I'll tell you what. My Hickville voice is probably coming out, but I think that is comfortable riding. Take you along in my hoopty. It's a wonderful, actually truly is, 94 Chevy picking up that I have completely rebuilt and redone over the last 6 years, 7 years. Come on. Oh, you did it. That lady stopped in the middle of the road. Service. It's $10 a day to take the toll road both ways. Right? 18 miles. In the morning, when I come into work, I leave at about 5 o'clock in the morning. And no one's on the roads at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because everyone's still in bed sleeping. Like I wish I was. But the good thing about that is you can take the toll road to get home, or to get to work in the morning. It takes me 20 minutes. That's nice. That's the way it should be. 20 minutes to go. Not going home. Not going home. It takes me an hour. Just past a coworker. He's looking awful nice in his hoopty as well. Damn good dude. Hopefully I can get him onto a podcast. Started to get him out of the house, kind of like me, but might do a podcast, have him call in. What was I talking about? He just ruined my entire flow. I had an entire flow. He just ruined my entire flow. The same hell was I talking? So what happens when you get old age too? You forget what the time. Yeah, so going home, 18 miles, I can either take the toll road to get home or I can take the city streets to get home. The crazy thing is, it takes me the same amount of freaking time to drive from work home on the toll road as it does just taking the city streets. And I like to save money. I don't know about you guys. I like to save money. So we don't take the toll road. I haven't even taken it to get to work. Actually, I have very expensive fine taste, and I just don't like to show. I like my beard is fine culture. Some cultured up, which is like, that's for sure. Turn on the yellow light. Do it. Oh, we did it. Now look at this. did this interview with a gaming team, esport team, and he said, remember, N64. came out. And he said, everyone would come over and we'd all have fun. That's all it was. Some of us would get a little serious about it and get pissed off. But that would turn into laughing. That would turn into fellowship. That would turn into, just good, wholesome, chilling with your homies that you're going to be friends with for the rest of your life kind of thing. And then, N64, that was like GoldenEye 007. That's the one that really did for me. Perfect Dark was released around the same time. I liked that game a lot. But it just, nothing was like 007 GoldenEye. And to have your friends come over and, before you get on, you can cut up and have fun. And then Xbox came out. PlayStation 2 came out. I remember we started talking about LAN and linking them together. And then Xbox Live came out. And that's when there's a lot of ease in these games. Meet people willy-nilly and just have just good quality, get your mind off the daily drag stuff. Well, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So I'm really looking forward to that game, Bellum. For that reason. The only time I actually get into playing games like that is when I'm in there playing with a bunch of ex-military guys. That's kind of intimidating. 'Cause they know all the lingo. They know just the cohesion that they just kind of fall into is incredible to watch. There was a game called Ground Branch, which I don't think is officially released yet, but I have my own server. That would have been towards the end before I took the siesta for broadcasting. I had a lot of Marines, a lot of Army, a lot of Marines, and then we're in it. And I actually had my own server when that was going on. Oh, that was pretty good. Never had my own server until then. I did that for about 6 months. Then I ended up taking the siesta away from it. And for the record, guys, I've never stopped gaming or fiddling with the software and all that stuff. Every weekend I was sitting there, OBS, which turned to Meld. If you haven't checked out Meld Studio yet, I highly suggest you check out Meld Studio. It takes all of the hours of trying to get something to work right in OBS. It takes that completely out of the picture. Something takes 6 or 8 hours to do. It takes 5 minutes to build Meld Studio. I highly suggest checking it out, and it's free. So I'm always working on something. I sit there with it up, OBS or Meld up on the screen, and all I would have to do is hit that go live button. And I'm sorry, the last 4 years, I could not bring myself to do it. I just could not bring myself to do it. So, sorry for that. But the burnt pain, it really had a lot to do with me getting back into it and realizing just have fun. Gaming anyway. Might as well be live. Build up your community. Make friends. And so that's where we're at. I did, I think, for the most part, fix all my audio problems between the two PCs. I got rid of Beacon. I kept having problems with it, and it was costing a lot of money. So I got rid of all the beacon stuff, and now pretty much exclusively Elgato. I really thought hard about going to Rode. I didn't like the UI. I didn't like the software. I just didn't. Something about it I just didn't. So instead of switching all my audio here over the road, so I just let's keep it simple. So hopefully I won't have a lot of ID10T issues. If you don't know what an ID10T issue is, take a piece of paper, write it down. I, period, 1010, period. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong. Never mind. It's been a long day. See, there's an ID10T issue. That's fine. So, anyway, but yeah, I had to modify the case. It was one of those PCs where the graphics card was on a PCI extender, and yeah, that sucks. Don't ever do that. If you're streaming and you need your capture card in there, you need a secondary capture card in there. So I run both the, what is that, 60 Pro. It's not even 4K. I got to upgrade that. And then I got the 4 HDMI in card from Elgato. I don't even remember what that's called. But I got those in there. I had to modify the case in order to make it happen to work around the PCI cable extension. Pretty jank. Still haven't done any cable management, but at this point, it's a laboratory. I'm just going to leave it as a laboratory. I should go ahead and upload pictures of my studio to be judged by anyone because of all the damn cables everywhere behind it. I'm cheap. Manage, it's 20 foot. Multiply that by sucks. Is I really tried to get into Avatar. I just can't. Back, she was coming down to the street she turns on to get to work off the access road, and she was coming down a slight hill, and she got about halfway down the hill. She saw the light turn red. There were other cars in front of her, and she sneezed. She sneezed. You know what happened when she sneezed? She didn't stop in time. She did not stop in time. Took out the whole front, whole rear, 25-foot tour bus. Saving for it. About a quarter of the way saved. About 15, 20 grand will get me into something. If I'm careful and I stay up to date on everything, I'm looking, I might be able to get one that's already been converted, which would be awesome. There's less I got to do. If not, then I want to find one where I can take all the seats out of the bus and completely gut it and convert it into an RV. So that's the current 14-month goal. My lease is up in 13 months, and I don't want to pay money for an apartment or even a mortgage. It's just too much money. I don't want to worry about it the rest of my life, which is already halfway over. If I lose my job, still got a roof. Don't owe anybody. Still have a roof. Places. Put my head down, take care of my family. But that's the goal. I want to slap Starlink up on the roof. From what research I've been doing on it, Starlink is actually the only solution if you want to attempt to live stream. So I'll be doing that. As well. I'm really excited about it. Can you imagine being on the side of a mountain, pull off into a turnout, parking it, and having dinner with a huge view of the Rocky Mountains? I think that's bucket list. last forever. I'm going to find the right one. Only downside to getting an older